Welcome to this week's weekly challenges. It's the last of February, the 1st of March. So we got to beat the easiest steeple slash tower in any area, beat that one Christmas steeple with rising lava, beat steeple of amazing gifts, or something like that. Beat tower of stress with increasing speed, and the last challenge, has been the same for the past 5 months, so yeah, this challenge is pretty much as easy as it's always been. There's not much to say about that. But it's coming March, and I barely uploaded one video this month. So I got a lot to catch up on. Fortunately, I've been recording stuff, so I actually have stuff to upload. But yeah, the steeple. What I would recommend doing is actually completing the whole thing first, and then going for the challenge. And if you've done this challenge before, if you did the buffed version as well, you could easily do it in this version. The difference is this: you get the extra 15 seconds that you desperately need, which makes this go from incredibly difficult to not that bad. And I'm surprised that this is a unsafe challenge, as it could probably be an advanced challenge at best. It's not that hard of a challenge. You're just beating a steeple in like a couple minutes. And I don't think they realize how fast the steeple is. You can easily beat this in under 2.5 minutes. Even if you go at like an okay pace, you're still going to get to the end really quickly. You just have to constantly keep going, really, and you'll be able to win no problem. And if you do like any decently sized skips, you're pretty much guaranteed to beat it under 2.5 minutes. Just don't fall, really. If you fall, determining where you are, like if you fell at the very beginning and lost like 5 seconds progress, you might be okay. But if you fell towards the end and lost like a minute, then you might want to restart. But yeah, that's pretty much it. If you get to like the last floor in like under 2 minutes, or like 1 minute and 40 something seconds, you're on a good pace and you're likely gonna be able to do it well in time. And this is a skip I recommend doing. You just wall hop right there, and it saves a few seconds, which you needed to do that skip to do it in under 2 minutes 15 seconds, which I actually almost pulled off. But that's that. It's the easiest challenge. It's not the easiest challenge, but it's easy. But now we're going to go to Ring 1 for pretty much the rest of this video. So, Ring 1. Yes, I go through the ring select every time because I want to get those rare ring selects. Also, the events earlier, they haven't said about removing it yet. It's probably going to be another few weeks, so my prediction could be correct, but they usually announce it like a week before the event ends or something. But yeah, Tower of Stress with increased speed is pretty easy. Pressing the spell will give you increased speed for the purpose of completing weekly challenge. Beating the tower using this will not grant you a badge. And by the way, this tower has a present location, so if you somehow don't have Present of Shy Presents, or whatever the other Ring 1 present is, I'm kind of shocked because this event's been here for like 2 months. You've had 2 months to get 5 out of the 9 presents, and like a month to get like the other 4 presents. But anyways, to get this one present location, when you get to 42, you just gotta jump down here and then you just walk down. No, you don't walk down. On this middle layer, instead of walking down, you just hit there, you'll hit a present, and it'll unlock the present location right there. So you have to do a tiny bit different thing, but if you somehow don't have the presents, I'm gonna be kind of shocked. But if you fail, it's only gonna take like a couple seconds to get back. This tower is pretty short, and overall a really good first challenging, because the only reason it's really challenging is because of that one jump on floor 9 and floor 7. Other than that, it's pretty good to do. And yeah, you can take the other path, but I recommend taking this path. One, if you haven't gotten the present location, you can get that too. This path is way easier and better with the increased speed, because increased speed, trying to do that might be a nightmare. And this time, let's not hit my head. But yeah, to get to the present location, you gotta get that ladder, and you gotta go to like the left, which I will show because you know you might do the present location. I don't know, why not? So you just gotta jump down here. Try to aim a little bit low so you can just go to the left. And then you have to do all this gameplay with increased speed. Now, I recommend turning down graphics and stuff to make it a bit easier to see. But you don't really have to. It's still very seeable. There's the present locations right here. There's no presents. But yeah. And the good thing is, you can actually get present of slime in the Christmas event. This is completely unrelated to the video. But you can get it through that one path if you don't know how to yet. Which is better than trying to find a developer to give it to you. But you've had 2 months. You've likely been in a server with the developer already. Or if not, you can do that. Actually kind of difficult hobby. But, yeah. Alright, I'm done going very off topic here. I'm gonna try to head back to there. But I don't think it's worth doing a 15-second... cut, because one, I'm lazy with uploading and just editing in general. Two, why not? I could probably yap on for way too long and somehow make something out of it. But there's a couple decent skips you can do that are going to be a bit easier. Well, one of them I can think of is on floor 4. You can do this weird wraparound, which is a bit easier to do then, but it skips a couple seconds of gameplay. You're not saving too much, and it's kind of a difficult wraparound, so if you don't feel to do it, it's probably a good idea not to. So floor 4. Yeah, you got some cool music. You just gotta go left. You probably could do that wraparound because you're fast. You're probably fast enough. And yeah. So you just gotta do this gameplay. And by the way, when you're doing these weekly challenges, try not to use boost items. It kind of breaks the challenge thing. I think it does. But yeah, this skip and talk about, you could just wrap around like that, and it's a bit easier than it looks, but it's still not that easy. And this I recommend flicking to there. It just makes it a bit easier. And now you're on 4 or 5, so you have another skip you could do. For this, I just recommend jumping to here and then just flicking around. For this, you just jump to here and then just do that. It's not that difficult of skipping. It skips most of the floor. And for this, you could just jump to here, do a head hitter. And then you kind of have to dodge this kill brick thing, which isn't that bad. And you just do wrap around. You do a head hitter, you gotta dodge these falling platforms, then just go to here. Do a simple head hitter, which is a bit more difficult because of the speed, but not too unbearable because the increased speed isn't like terrible. You have to go this way, and this music seems different. I don't know. Maybe they changed it. But it's not too bad. Now you're on floor 7, a highly skippable floor, just in general. So you could just go up here, jump to here, go on this, go around and go up to here, and you can't actually wall hop to there, but it's worth it to go this way because 1, jumps aren't too bad, and 2, jumps are going to be way nerfed with your increased speed. Then you can just do a head hitter. It's probably the better choice. Then after that, you just have some simple jumps and stuff. And then you have the very few client objects in this, which is like on this floor. You just have a couple basic spinners, nothing too crazy. And they just jump on this. In this part, if you fail, you can save yourself at the end. You just do some wraparounds onto there. Or you could make your way back, but why would you want to make your way back when you can save yourself with the skip, essentially? Not really, though, but you know what I mean. By the way, these, you don't move with them, they move without you, so you have to be a bit careful with those, just in general. And now you're on floor 9, which, it's got the big truss jump. It's one of its kind, really. You also might lose an internet connection, which I somehow am. Wow, no, I'm not gonna lose internet connection tonight. Okay, good. And no, I don't think I have AT&T. I know my phone doesn't, which is good because AT&T had a bit of a internet thing. Have you guys been affected by it? Because I don't know. Wow. There's kind of no point asking that question. Some of you probably did. But yeah, this truss takes a while, but it's gonna take like half as long with the 2 times speed. And then you have these 1 studs. Be careful with them because you have increased speed. They might be a bit jank because trying to do headers with speed are not easy. And by the way, everything's falling platforms until it's a 3x4. And at this point, you're pretty much good. And then once you're here, you could just kind of go down to here and then just jump to here. And then you have this jump, which you kind of have to just go to the side. It's not too bad of a jump, but it might be a bit weird trying to do it for the first time. This, I recommend aligning period or comma keys, and then you just or go in settings, delete button, alignment, and there's that. So just make sure you're aligned, go up here, and then you're going to walk all the way to the stud, jump off, and then you just got to do some simple head hitter stuff. You go around and do some stuff. And by the way, should I do a commentary on the Extreme Tower that I'll be releasing in the Ashen Towerworks area when that releases? This is not too bad. You just gotta go up to here and you just do these. You could probably skip them, but like let's skip one at a time. But it's probably not worth it. Then you have these scary 2-stud wraparounds, just in general because of that. Once you're done with that, you beat that challenge, and now it's time for beat the easiest tower / steeple in an area. I'm gonna do Tower of Unknowingly Simple Trials again, because why not? If I can make it back in. Oh, I think I'm about to lose internet connection. I think I am. Wow, my internet connection must be amazing right now. I guess I didn't lose internet connection. But yeah, you can do this pretty much anywhere. I'm doing Tower of Unknowingly Simple Trials because why not? It's also pretty fast steeple, so you can do stuff. That button's gone. They definitely changed this this tower up a bit. Yeah, you can high jump there. Then you have to get these button challenges, which just go here, which get that you get this like button progress thing, which you can do that. You have this, and you have a skip which you can pull off here. You see this right here? You can wall hop on it, so you just gotta. You can actually wall hop on it, but I failed miserably. But it doesn't really matter too much, as you can easily save and only lose like 5 seconds of progress. This inside of the tower is very easy, and then you have this floor, which I'm losing internet connection again, unsurprisingly. I don't know, my internet connection's not too good for some reason. I don't know, that's probably a skill issue that will probably go in the future, I don't know. But yeah, this tower, it's been modified a lot over the years. When I first played it, which was like June of 2019, the tower was brand new. It was a bit different, but they've modified it over time, which I think is for the better. They were going to do a revamp a few years ago. Wow, 2020 was 3 years ago, but 3 years ago, it was like May 2021 or something. It was like spring. They were going to make a revamp, and they never really got to it. And they kind of revamped this tower since then. So there's also a present location here. I mean, I'll say where the stuff is, but I'm not going to actually go to the present location. It's in my 1 hour long guide of it, which I might not link in the description, which I probably won't, because 1, I'm lazy, 2, you guys likely know all the locations by now. It's been almost 3 months. Like, it's really been 2.5. But yeah, that's also if you guys have any boost items, by the way, I already said that. But it's not really gonna matter for the last challenge, which I'm surprised is Christmas, but hey, there's Christmas stuff. But yeah, most of these challenges are like repeat challenges because that's kind of what they go with now. I don't really know why they changed it from monthly to weekly challenges. I'm not gonna complain about it too much. And by the way, the present location's right here, but you gotta get a button on an outside section, which allows you to get the present location from there. It's convoluted, but I'll get more to explain when I reach those outsides. And yes, you have to do this stuff on an outside to get the button you need to unlock that. So on this outside right here, on this specific pillar, you can fall on the top and you can get the present. Now, you can't really lag high jump onto it, it's a bit too tall. But you gotta do a couple things together. For this, I recommend having an item so you can see the skip well. I mean, you don't really need it though. This, I recommend waiting for it to arrive. If you have to always like, you guys probably know how to do pretty much everything. And for to land there, you have to jump off of the floor 9 outside onto there to reach it, and then you just go down to where I showed earlier where the present location was, and that's how you can get the Annoyingly Simple Trials present location. I'm not diving deep too much in it. You probably know how to do it. There's like 30 trillion guides on it. I even made one myself. And almost fell. But that's kind of that. You guys have had a lot of time. They're probably gonna give you like 3 months. You probably have 3 months to get all the presents and events. Probably ending in March. And they gotta make the April Fool's event. They gotta start working on that soon. Which they have like a month to do. It's February 25th as I'm recording this, so it's that. And once you're done with that challenge, you can just simply go to here and beat Steeple of Amazing Gifts, whatever it's called. I forgot the name of it. In the Christmas 2018 event. So you need the secret elevator if you don't know how to do that. There's a guide somewhere in existence. I think Amir has one. Oh yeah, Christmas 2018. This used to be tiny. Used to have 5 events. I don't know how I miscounted that, but it's grown since then. But yeah, Christmas 2018. You gotta go here. You're gonna see quite a few people here just to do that. Which I'm losing internet connection again. Wow. My internet connection's usually not this bad, but I guess it is today, so there's someone. I'm really the only one that's here. I guess I'm the only one doing these challenges, but Steeple of Amazing Gifts. Gotta go into this steeple. I'm losing internet connection, but you gotta run. So basically, you gotta wait for this spinner to actually be kind of aligned. And you just have to quickly go on top of all these. And go here, and then you gotta quickly do all of these jumps. Or you die. It's not too bad. It's a pretty tight challenge. The gameplay's not too bad overall. I'm just not having internet connection today or something. Wow. But yeah, you just gotta wait for the spinner to kind of be about like kind of going towards you. It's gotta be like towards the ground at one spot, so you can just align with it well. So you can be pretty much as far as you can. You just gotta dodge, and you gotta constantly keep moving. You only get like a few minutes to beat the steeple, which you only need in general. The steeple's got pretty basic gameplay, but it's good to wait. You could probably skip on some of these spinners, but you gotta be quick. You don't have to be. You have to progress far, but you gotta be quick with the gameplay, so you can get far quicker. I don't know. You gotta be fast. The lava rises fast. But as long as you're just doing the gameplay at the pace I'm doing it, you'll be able to beat the steeple and the challenge. So, just gotta go on top of these. These spinners might be a bit weird also. I lost internet. Lovely. I knew it. My internet connection is very bad right now. I don't know why. Does that happen to me? Am I the only one that gets that where like I will randomly have the worst internet connection you could possibly think of, and then just like it'll randomly be decent? I mean decent, I mean good for the most part. Just right now it just has to be bad. My internet can't wait 5 minutes to be terrible. It's gotta be terrible right now. Yay. I mean, that's pretty much that challenge. I'll probably record me completing it right now, but it's that. I seem to have okay internet connection now. I might have to restart my computer. That's probably the cause, but it seems to be doing okay. So yeah, wait for that to be on the ground. That's pretty much all I have to say, and then you just have to beat this. It's pretty easy of a challenge. This week's challenges are worth beating just because they're easy. I mean, the hardest ones you have to beat a steeple in 2.5 minutes, which you can easily beat in like 2 minutes. And yeah, and this is what I mean by skipping it. You can just kind of do that and save a few seconds, which if you want to do, go ahead. You'll likely get even further, and you'll be able to be slower, especially on the later floors. Yeah, this is like, you could tell this was worked on later, but earlier. My guess was this was made like sometime in like early December, late November, and then they just waited until like right before Christmas. And this time I didn't lose internet there. I mean, it was 2018. Events were different, way different. Yeah, that floor is probably the shortest out of them all. Unless there's a shorter floor. But you get some Christmas music, some reminiscence of exactly 2 months ago, as I'm recording this. You can wall hop those to skip it, but it's not bad to do 6 stud wraparounds. Those don't really feel like 6 stud wraparounds. I don't know, I'm not used to those kind of wraparounds. They're easy though, so there's that. You just gotta do that. Eventually, you'll reach the final floor, which I think is floor 5. And by the way, that X-Pusher jumps a bit further than you would expect, but it's still very possible. These you really gotta dodge. They can very easily push you if you're not careful. Not too bad. Gotta do this, and they changed the music on this floor. I don't like that. But you can just skip this. It saves probably 5 seconds, especially if you miss that, which you could easily do. But at this point, you've basically won. So you just gotta be careful, as you might get stuck there, but you'll likely be okay. You just gotta land here. Once you do that, you just go up here, you hit the button, and congratulations, you beat the challenge. That's this week's weekly challenges. This is useful in some way. It is good. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and that's pretty much everything. Let's try to get in the house. I'll see you next week for next week's weekly challenges, and next month for monthly challenges, because it's going to be March on Friday. So yeah, see you next time for March weekly challenges and monthly towers. See you then.